guys, we beat through the rules, okay? Protect us at all times and be like This professional debut contest will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
So here we go, just moments away from the opening bout here at BTC 6 Night of Champions. Paul Fischer and Teshay Gouthro. Making sure the cage door is locked and tight. And here we go, fighters touch gloves. Paul Fischer with the red trunks and the white trim. Teshay Gouthro with the straight on red trunks. And a nice front kick comes from Gouthro early on.
Paul Fischer coming out in a southpaw stance. You will see TJ switch both back and forth, orthodox to southpaw.
Yeah, I believe Paul talked to us yesterday that he was expecting that. A big combination of finger wave got in the eye there of Gouthro.
Oh.
Or for Fischer.
Teshay putting the pressure on.
Teshay definitely putting the pressure on. You can definitely tell. No jitters at all for Gouthro. Said, though, he wanted to take his time in here. Get the feel of being a pro. And a nice set of exchanges by Fischer and Gouthro.
Not much feeling out here. These guys are coming at each other swinging.
Yeah, Fischer definitely having an issue with his left eye. Fischer didn't see maybe the finger that got in there, so he's really fighting with one eye right now.
Ooh, PJ with the left hand over the top.
Big shot from Gouthro.
TJ's looking for that same side head kick when he goes to southpaw. Oh, nice exchange there.
Yeah, Teshay really having the striking advantage early on, mixing up the hands and the feet.
Yeah, you can see Paul Fischer's left eye is almost half closed. Looks like he either got a punch in the eye or a finger in the eye. We're not sure what happened there.
Yeah, not sure. That was very early on here as we're just about 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes into this fight, and a little bit of a cut's now gashed on the left side of Paul Fischer.
Yeah, he's hurting on both sides of his face now. Oh, Teshay with a nice inside leg kick.
And the inside leg kick, Josh, has really just taken over MMA. It's been a big success. You used it last week against Mr. Jesse Arnett.
Yeah, it's so effective, especially against the southpaw when you're orthodox. That lead inside leg kick there, especially when guys put all their weight on that front leg, it takes it away. Really pays dividends later in the fight.
Trying to back down Gouthro is Fischer. Throws a kick, doesn't really connect though. Blocked nicely by Gouthro. Stalking down his opponent, that was Gouthro. And in these exchanges, this is where Gouthro has the advantage. And now Gouthro trying to make it a bit of a brawl. Grappling right in front of us right now. Trying to get the space here is Fischer.
Ooh, just missed. Both of those guys just missed a big heavy. There's that inside leg kick again by Teshay.
Well, I like that from Gouthro. Definitely as they're exchanging those punches. Take a shot with the inside leg kick. Definitely try to wobble the equilibrium from Fischer.
You can tell the evolution of the sport. Both guys making pro debut, but both look like they've been in there so many times, which they have in their amateur careers.
Yeah, absolutely. It just goes to show just how important the amateur game has been for the success of these guys. And Paul Fischer almost a round in and busted up, has an eye almost closed. Welcome to MMA, Paul.
Yeah, he's nice over the hand right by Teshay. Teshay's getting flashy now. He's getting comfortable in there. Paul is busted up already in this first round.
Yeah, Teshay definitely, you can feel like he's making his 10th pro fight right now. He's got his confidence. He's got a little bit of swagger right now. But he said he wanted to take his time, and that's exactly what he's doing. Very smart by Gouthro. Fischer trying to find a way to back down Gouthro, but every time that happens, this is what happens. Nice exchange thrown by Teshay.
Nice roll there coming over the top. Nice, Teshay's backing him up, got him pressed against the cage.
Good work from Gouthro. And finding a way out of it too. That 1-2, a good teep kick from Gouthro.
Fischer is busted up, leaking heavily now to both sides of his face. Looks like he's got a cut over his left eye and underneath the right.
Yeah, it's ugly, but that's a nice jab there from Fischer to get the space that he's been looking for so far in this first round.
If I'm Paul Fischer's corner, I'm yelling at him to be long, man. He's the bigger fighter. Use your jab, establish the range, keep Teshay at bay. When they get these close exchanges, that's where Teshay's doing all the damage.
Well, you can't have these long guys fight in the phone booth because they have to make a collect call, as his teammate said to us.
Swinging, Teshay shoots in. pressing against the cage.
And now we'll maybe get to see how well that wrestling game is from Gouthro, training with Chris Prickett and at the University of Brock. Trying to get the separation.
Nice knees to the thigh. Just chipping away.
23 seconds remain here in the first round.
What an action-packed first round. This is a great way to start the night.
Definitely. Crowd was into it. A lot of support for both these guys. And they've come up and delivered. Fireworks early on here in the first. 10 seconds remain now in the first round.
The Cutman's got some work to do early tonight.
Good job by Fisher to scramble out of that. And there the horn goes to end the first. And Fisher definitely will need some readjustments after a stellar first round from Teshay Gouthro, Josh.
Yeah, incredible. Like I said, Fisher, he's got to change what he's doing. He can't get in these wild exchanges in close range with Teshay. That's where Teshay's landing and doing his damage. If I'm Teshay's corner, keep it going. Get in his face, make it aggressive, make it tight, get in that scrappy brawl, and he's landing, he's being effective.
He's doing whatever he wants in there. He's definitely got the experience, it seems like, right now. He's feeling it. He's got himself moving very well and mixing up his strikes as well. And Fisher just hasn't had the answer. And I think Fisher definitely has to do what you were saying, Josh, fight longer.
Yep, he's the bigger, longer guy. He's got to use that range, keep his range, keep him at bay. I like to see some push kicks as well. And Teshay, keep doing what you're doing. Mix it up. Obviously, the speed advantage is at Teshay, being the smaller, lighter guy.
Yeah. And that's been a big factor as well, because in those exchanges, it's Teshay that's been able to get 2 shots up before Fisher can even get 1 out.
Yep.
What a very exciting first match, guys. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, absolutely. You can expect a lot more of that tonight with some of these matchups on this card. And 3 title fights as well. I mean,
Night of Champions.
Yeah, can't beat your bang for your buck right here, especially if you're listening to us right now on the live stream. And we thank you very much for spending your $5 to watch some of the best MMA in all of the province of Ontario. Doctor's going to come in to take a look at Fisher's eye.
Looks like he's gonna
he's gonna be okay to go.
Awesome.
Because you'd really hate for that after that first round to go out in your first pro fight like that by a doctor stoppage.
Yeah, it would really suck big time, you know. Oh, he wants to fight, man.
So round 2 now underway. Bit of a slip here. Some wet spots on the cage.
Maybe that blood.
But Fisher was able to get his footing back and now trying to stalk down Gouthro. But Gouthro has great footwork, Josh, like very light on his feet.
Yeah, he moves well, both laterally and forward and backwards as well. Oh, nice left hand.
Yeah, good left hook from Gouthro.
That's good.
Good head kick, though, connected. Just the base of the foot there from Fisher on the side of Gouthro's face.
There's that jab. I'd like to see more of that. Keep it long.
We had that brief moment in the first round where Teshay tried to throw a big shot. Big Superman punch, and Fisher is in trouble. Fisher getting unloaded on right now, the Muay Thai clinch, and just throwing punches and bunches, rock'em sock'em robot style.
Woo! What an exchange. Teshay going to the same side.
The head kick. Staying alive. And just like Pac-Man is Paul Fisher just eating those punches and kicks and continues to try to stalk down Teshay Gouthro.
Paul Fisher's a bloody mess, and he just keeps coming forward. Teshay is hitting him with a lot of shots, but this kid is tough.
He's definitely that. He's definitely got some serious toughness, and you got to respect that. A big shot again from Gouthro.
Teshay is definitely showing his nickname here, My House.
He's very comfortable in his house here.
Fisher lost his mouthpiece.
Oh, ref's not stopped. He's letting it go.
And Teshay backing Fisher up against the fence, trying to connect with some big bombs.
I'm Fisher. I'm looking for that
takedown. Oh, the big shot from Fisher sets Gouthro to go back.
Teshay felt that one. He backed up.
He definitely did. That'll get the respect from Teshay Gouthro from Paul Fisher.
His corner screaming. I'm saying, keep coming forward. He's got him hurt. Don't know how hurt Teshay actually is here.
Well, he definitely was stunned, though, Josh. That was a big right hand from Fisher. And look at the crowd support for Fisher, urging him to go on. Time now, and finally we'll get the mouthpiece back in Fisher's mouth.
Clean up some of that blood.
That's definitely in good timing of Teshay. Paul Fisher started to get some momentum back there after that big shot.
Yeah, here comes the doctor again to take a look at his eye.
It looks pretty nasty. I don't know if they're going to let this continue.
Does look really bad. See what he. See what they're going to call it off. Yeah,
that's the fight.
Well, what heart, what guts from Paul Fisher, but Teshay Gouthro showed what he's made of with a great debut here at BTC 6, and Gouthro starts his pro career as a 1-0 fighter.
What an amazing fight to kick off the show. Both fighters, man. You know, it sucks that, the doctor stoppage with the cut, but Paul Fisher was game, taking shots, coming back, and both him and Teshay putting on an amazing performance.
It's a real shame, though. Unfortunately, it had to be stopped, but that eye was getting really picked apart. It was getting bloodier and messier as the fight continued. It was getting even more swole up and shut. So it sucks for Paul Fisher, but Fisher will definitely get an invite back here from Rob Beavers for one of the future BTC cards. That's a guy you want to have on your card, just the way he brought it and showed his toughness.
Absolutely. I definitely, I made a fan out of me, and I want to see him fight again.
Yeah, you really got to respect when you get hit like that, because you don't just feel it today, you feel it for the next few days.
Oh, he'll be feeling that for a while.
Well, Fisher hopefully can get his fight with Siri Seedy, who he was supposed to fight on this card, and they were supposed to fight back at BTC 4 in Peterborough, but unfortunate blow. But let's talk about the great work here from Teshay Gouthro. A guy in most of his last couple amateur fights shows off his wrestling, but quite the striking display from Teshay.
Yeah, like I said, he's well on his feet. He's explosive. He's versatile. Likes to do switch stance. You can't really ask for a better debut, man.
No, you can't. And let's take a look at some of the footage here from that round, that second round. And this is where Teshay was really bringing it on. Thought he may have stopped Fisher. Had him definitely hurt.
He's definitely relentless. He's just nonstop.
Both exchanged in that slugfest there. I think Fisher got the worst end of it. But then Absolutely. Fisher landed that big right hand, Josh, that definitely got Teshay's respect.
It definitely got his attention, got him backing up a bit, and Paul Fisher started coming forward. Unfortunately, the doctor stepped in, had to call the fight, so.
That's unfortunate, but nice debut here for Teshay Gouthro, and it'll be interesting to see if we see him next time here at a BTC in his natural weight class of 135, because he looked phenomenal at 145.
Absolutely. Props to him for stepping up and taking the fight at a higher weight class. 135 he's definitely more suited for.
Definitely is. We're just waiting here for this to be made official. Well, Josh, for a guy for you that's, you just jumped right into the pro MMA game. What did you think of Teshay's overall performance? I mean, you trained with him and everything like that. I mean, that's going to be a great performance to go back to the gym and tell everyone about.
Oh, absolutely, man. It blows my first debut out of the water for sure. He looked so comfortable in there. It looked like he definitely belongs here. And I showcased all of his skill sets, especially on the feet. And yeah, man, you can't be happier for him. And I'm sure he's going to go back and soak this in as he should. And be happy you started off your career, 1-0 as a pro.
And there we see Paul Fisher, and that is a definite nasty cut just right above the left eyebrow. And it kept just getting the blood right in his eye, but I think he may have got a finger in there early on in that first round, and that just started to shut up the eye as well. So let's throw it up to Mr. Throwdown to make this one official. Well, there was the great debut for Teshay Gouthro, and if anything, that fight definitely sets the tone for what should be an excellent, excellent night of fights. As next we'll see a guy that had the fight of the year here in BTC last year, Mark Gillespie, as he takes on Ariel Zuniga. As Zuniga's pro debut, but for Gillespie, this is a guy that's got that cage experience, so this should be a real interesting matchup.